Hello and welcome to episode 21 of Don't Spoil the Ending, our podcast about movies, TV shows, games, general entertainment, stuff like that. Yep. And we have a main film of the week. This week is Central Intelligence.
It is.
Yep. My name's Nick.
Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Sam.
All right. Fantastic.
3-man pod this week.
Just 3-man pod, and it's the first time I'm at the studio free. Or is it 2 we're calling it?
Site C, I call it.
Site C.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I've never been to this studio before. I'm quite happy with as I said before, the ambient noise in the background.
Yeah.
Some birds in the background and whatnot.
Yeah. Beautiful location, just, nature in the background. And it's wonderful.
Much better than the screaming children in the background of Site A. Anyone got anything they want to go into? Anything they've done this week? Anything you've watched?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things, if that's okay. Not really anything to do with what we watched or anything like that. First of all, just mention, Joe covered it last week on the pod, that he was having a couple of weeks off. He's busy doing other projects, so he'll be back in a few weeks.
Right.
Other projects, yeah. He's, I think on episode 1 he said he was going to jump ship at the soonest chance he got. This is the soonest chance he got.
And Jono couldn't make it either. He might be working on a side project. He might have something up his sleeve. You never know.
Maybe.
Yep.
Second week off in a row.
I think so. Yep. So we're 2 men down, as you guys mentioned. But talking of Jono, I just want to mention a few stories from the office this week, if that's okay. Now, I did check with Jono beforehand and make sure he was okay with this, and he said, "Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and talk about it." But I'm going to talk about something totally different instead. The first thing was, I don't even know how basically, Jono's eating habits. I just want to go into that in detail a bit, if that's okay. Oh, I do know how he got onto it. The other night, I did a bit of home cooking, made some homemade Nando's chicken.
You did?
I think you all saw the photos.
Yeah.
I was quite happy with it. But it revealed that Jono has got an issue with really hot food, to the point of it's like instant diarrhea when he eats something. I mean, it's virtually the point, I think, where he just eats food on the toilet, just when he goes straight through.
Let's just put a little note here saying that this is what you've made up. Jono has said no, just because you've put chili sauce and was like, you need the toilet. You've summoned this story up that he's just got irritable bowel syndrome and he instantly diarrheas as soon as he eats a curry. So much so that he actually eats his curry on the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's the way I interpreted it. I think that's how everyone's going to interpret it, to be honest. So he's pretty much eating food on the toilet nowadays. We went from there to he then mentioned about how he sometimes ate food in the bath, which may not sound, I don't know, do you guys find that weird? First off, I thought, yeah, fair enough. I've watched TV in the bath and stuff before, so not too mental,
but
I suppose.
Food, what kind of food does he eat?
Well, what food would you consider bath food?
Anything that wouldn't crumble everywhere.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It's not exactly. You're not going to sit down and eat a gourmet meal, are you?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Well,
have a nice steak in the bath.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, I don't know what I thought would be bath food, but maybe, I don't know, just a sandwich.
I know, but to me, it's got crumbs that, and I'm basically I'm in the bath to get clean, not to get out with all bits of bread stuck on me.
Well, it's not something that clean either. He eats curries in the bath.
Yeah, curries. Is that with rice?
I imagine so.
See,
curry, rice.
That's dirty. That
poppadoms.
That's like the messiest food you could possibly eat.
Hopefully that doesn't pass right through him in the bath.
Well, very hot curry. So you'd be bathing. I mean, people say when you're in the bath, you're bathing in your own filth, kind of thing. I mean, it'd take it to the next level, I suppose, wouldn't it? But
I think I'd just about eat an apple in the bath, and that's about
I was thinking fruit. I thought like an orange, maybe.
Yeah, something that's... Because if that goes in, I wouldn't mind the juices being in the bath.
That's what I was thinking, an orange is quite fragrant,
It'd be a nice smell in the hot steam and stuff like that.
That's what I'm thinking, and they're quite messy oranges at times, so if you're in the bath, just dunk under the water. Clean straight away, aren't you? But if you've got curry in the bath water with you, it's like, don't dunk under that, So that's all really.
A podcast about films, games, entertainment, curries in the bath.
Bath food. But I just want to mention that. I'm sure John will try and correct me in the future on a future pod, but I just want to bring that up. Yeah.
Fantastic.
That was the main news from the office this week, really.
Any films you've watched this week? Or...
No. Just bath stories.
Would you like to bring up what we're doing after the show?
Oh, yeah, we can cover that, actually, yeah.
Yep.
Just to mention, it will be a bit of a shorter pod. We're all okay with that, aren't we? Than usual, because we've got plans, basically. We're recording this at Site C, then we're heading over to Site D, which is Ben's house. I'm sure we've mentioned Ben a few times on the pod before.
It's literally across the road from Site C.
Yeah, heading over the road for like we've been to a few gallery nights at the Odeon Cinema, which is like where you get food included, all that luxury seating. And Ben's putting on his own gallery night tonight. We're watching Blow, the Johnny Depp film. So we're heading straight over after the recording. Gonna watch the film. He's got a load of food prepared. We're getting hot dogs, nachos, chili beef, popcorn, plenty of beer,
Pizzas.
Pizzas.
We've got lots of food.
So we've got a big night planned after this. So it might be a bit shorter than usual, but yes. But I imagine next week we'll be talking about Blow on the pod. Give it a bit of a roundup
As well, yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
And talk about the night in general a bit more.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, watch this space, eh?
Just a roll call for the night. There's us three. There's Ben. There's Heggy. I'm sure we mentioned Heggy on the pod.
Yep.
Cooper's come up, I'm sure. Luke, your brother, has been mentioned.
Yep.
So I think, is that everyone?
I hope so.
Ben,
Because
Heggy, yeah, that's
if
it. We've forgotten
if
anyone.
we're missing someone, that could come across quite bad.
Yeah, I'm sure that's right. Ben.
And just some other random knobs.
Yeah, I think that's everyone. Yes, we're looking forward to that. That'll be a good night.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yep.
About you, Sam?
I've got like 3 things, I think. A couple of things I've mentioned before, which I carried on watching. So, Sneak Peek, I mentioned, was it last week or a couple of weeks ago?
Last week, yeah.
Got back into that after sort of like an extended break. Watched 3 episodes, and it turned out I only had the finale left to go anyway.
All right.
So, episode 10, it's a 10 episode season, which is quite a nice length, I reckon. Finale didn't really disappoint. It sort of answers questions that are raised throughout the season.
like-
Sort of like it's an exciting ending.
Like last week, you mentioned that you're constantly thinking, is this like a long,
A long con.
like, don't spoil it because I do intend
No.
watching, but
Yeah.
like, has that been answered in the finale?
Yeah. So basically, the last episode, it's sort of like it builds and builds and builds, and last episode, it's sort of like it's not saying action packed, but you get all the answers you want, and sort of it rounds it up quite nicely. So that was a good
I'll be
watch.
getting back onto that then soon.
No, I recommend that one. Another one that I mentioned, this was a bit longer ago, Detectorists,
Yeah, I remember
which
that.
was the Mackenzie Crook and Toby Jones BBC comedy. It's on Netflix, so I've been watching season 2 of that.
Yeah.
Just rattle through them. Just sort of, I think there's 6 episodes, season 1, 6 episodes, season 2, and then there's a Christmas special.
Yeah.
There's 20-minute, half an hour episodes. Dead easy watching. It's hilarious. It's dry comedy. Just it's amazing watching the characters, and sort of like you just feel like these could be people in real life, and sort of like this is what you feel like detectives would do, and sort of like talk about stuff. So.
How's Toby Jones in the series?
Toby Jones is amazing. Like he plays. I mean, they're all quirky, but he plays sort of like he's a bit of an older.
Well, he's an unusual looking guy to start off with, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, he's not your normal leading man
No.
kind of guy. Is he? You know, it's more like a character actor kind of thing.
Yeah, but no, he's really good at it. He sort of has a bit of a love interest.
Right.
That's in season 1, and then in season 2, because it kind of like it wanes off in season 1. He's sort of like chasing a girl that he has been with.
Yeah.
But it's cringy watching him sort of like going after this woman that he's with, and it's like the season 2 sort of goes after. Well, or is that in the Christmas episode? I think it might be the Christmas one where all happens. So I think that's an extended episode. So maybe I'm getting ahead of myself there, because I've watched it before. This is a rewatch.
Yeah.
But I really like it. Sort of his character is just he's just a geek. He knows everything about everything. Right?
Yeah.
But they come out with some great one-liners and just sort of. Yeah. But they don't really laugh at each other on the episode. It's sort of like because they don't find it funny. But
yeah, it's more like the audience laugh kind of thing. Yeah. So
I really like that. The third thing I watched was Ozark.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Which is Jason Bateman.
I've
really?
not watched it, but I've seen this. Is it any good there?
I've watched the first episode. I think it's Netflix. It's a Netflix original. I keep getting mixed up with what's Netflix original
What's
and
Amazon?
Amazon original. Netflix original. Basically, it's about this guy that launders money, but he comes across as a guy that's just like proper straight family man sort of. And I think he comes across like that because in front of his family, they obviously don't know what's going on. I think I've seen a trailer before where they end up knowing what's going on. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler if it's in a trailer. The thing I liked about it was sort of the way it's shot and sort of like the colour of it all. So it's quite a bleak kind of storyline anyway. It's like the way it starts off, but the way it's shot is also bleak. So it's almost sort of like not black and white, but it's sort of like it's turned right down, and sort of like there's a moment when they're in a kitchen and sort of like they've got a colour chart on the wall of sort of what they're going to decorate or something like that, and even the colour chart looks dull, like so I think it's really nicely shot, and sort of like the colour like little tinge on the film. It's sort of like it's really nice to watch, and it hooked me straight away. The sort of like the storyline, it gets right into it, and sort of it brings up questions about the characters you're watching straight away, really, sort of like what they're doing and sort of everything like that. So I'd definitely recommend that. I can't wait to get back on it, really.
What's Jason Bateman like in it?
He's the lead role. He's really good in it. It's like, I mean, Jason Bateman's in the main film that we're going to do.
We're going to get back to him later. Yeah.
He's nothing like what he is in the main film. I really like him, and I really like in a lot of stuff he was like in Arrested Development, but again, that isn't the same role. But he comes across a lot more serious in this, but he's also, you feel like he's going to come out with those one-liners that he does in sort of like Arrested Development. So like you feel like there's going to be a comedy sort of aspect in there. So he's very sort of very mellow in it, and sort of very very, I'm going to say dry again, but sort of it doesn't seem like anything phases him, even in certain situations which he gets in his first episode. Sort of like there's chaos going on around him, and he's the calm head. But he comes across great in it. Sort of, I really like him in that role. Like there's a few things like in Sneaky Pete, I said Bryan Cranston. I don't think he suits that role that he plays. Jason Bateman for this, it seems like he's gonna be a good actor for that character.
I think with Bateman, like he's great at the comedy, like playing the straight man, like in Arrested Development. His whole family's just going mental around him, kind of thing, and he's just there trying to hold it all together. But he also plays like a really kind of, he plays it really well, like a slimy creep kind of guy, where he's nice to your face, kind of thing. But behind the scenes, is actually like pulling strings and what have you. I can't think of the name of a film. He did a film with Joel Edgerton where it's, I don't know if you know what I mean. No. It turns out that like he basically bullied Joel Edgerton as a kid. And he's still kind of a bit of a bully in adult life. Do you know what I mean? But to his face is like really nice and
Which
stuff.
is what he does in Central Intelligence.
He's really good at playing that part. Kind of thing, yeah.
When he was saying that, I was like, that rings a bell. That. But yeah, Central Intelligence, isn't it?
It's a bit more of a horror thriller. This film I'm thinking of, where like at first you think he's like a nice guy and what have you, but then you find out the background to it. You find it was actually like a bit of a shit kind of thing. But yeah, I think he's a great actor. He can play those two parts really well. The straight guy. And the straight guy who's actually a bit of a git. Like. I think
that might be how he comes across in this a little bit. Like I was saying, sort of like in front of his family, he's a family man, sort of. Yeah. And you wouldn't expect him to be sort of doing. Like it's again in the trailer, money laundering for a bigger company, and sort of like, but he's just like unsuspecting. That's what he's doing, money laundering.
Like you mentioned, like Breaking Bad, it does sound a bit of a Breaking Bad kind of, the family man doing a.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I think that it has that kind of similar feel to it. I remember when I was watching it, I kind of felt like, this is very similar to sort of like it's what's been on previously, I guess. Sort of like on because Netflix had that as well, didn't they? So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it for what I've watched this week.
Oh, fantastic! I've only got like one or two films that I've watched this week.
Yeah.
Well, one to be honest, and the reason I watched it is because at work, I heard it being mentioned lots, and the film I'm on about is Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
And John ended up going out and buying it for someone at work because he wanted to watch it. And I thought, oh God, go on then, I'll watch it. In my head, it just sounded like a rom-com, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'd call it.
Yeah,
but like for like aimed at women. I always thought it'd be aimed directly at women.
My impression always was The Hangover, but for women, kind of thing.
Yeah,
like, that kind of feel to it.
And it is in a manner of speaking. It is very much directed at women. What I will say about the film is, for the first half of it, I was watching it going, this is awful. I actually hated it for the first half of the film. I hated it. But then, like, in the second half, it really picked up, and I was, like, laughing, like, constantly. I was like, oh, God, this is actually dead funny, this film. Without the first half, like, that film would probably be, like a 5-star comedy, nearly.
I mean, I've not seen it, but I'm guessing the second half might only be so good because the first half set the groundwork for it. Is that the case?
Well, because the first half's so bad, the second.
Maybe.
Is that what you mean? Is that what
in comparison, this is great.
Is that what you're saying?
Maybe the second half's only so good because of what came in the first half.
I can see what you're saying. Like, because they've built all that.
They've done all the groundwork for it, yeah.
Maybe, but it just weren't funny. But like, what it was is because they were trying to do jokes, and none of it landed in the first half, and I was just like, "This isn't funny at all."
Is it female comedy with the greatest of respect?
I think like it was a lot of that, yeah.
Yeah,
and I know what you mean.
Well, I'm just thinking Amy Schumer, basically.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot. There was a lot of that going on, and it was always about like how like the guys messing around behind the back and stuff.
Yeah,
and how she's on a period or something daft shit like that. You know what I mean? But then the second half, it really picked up, and I was like, I really, really enjoyed it.
I don't think I've mentioned my hatred of Amy Schumer before on the podcast. I'll have to, on a future episode, I'll have to go into that in detail.
This going off the back of that,
yeah.
This might be a good reason why I didn't like the first half of this film, because someone I particularly hate.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember her name. I hate
Rebel Wilson.
Yeah. Like she was made quite a few appearances in the first half, and every single time she came on, I was like, I'm turning this film off. I'm turning this film. And she's like in this. She's living with a brother who's, the small bald one from Little Britain.
Matt Lucas.
It's he's her brother, and they're both British. And her trying to do a British accent pissed me off and all.
Yeah, she did that in what was the film now? The Sacha Baron Cohen, Grimsby, yeah. She played an English woman in that as well, and it's like, it's terrible.
just get someone that is English.
Yeah.
And it really bugged me every time I see her. And I was like, oh, God, I hate her so much. I really don't like her.
Yeah.
I might get a bit of hate for that, but I really don't like her.
We'll do a future episode where I go into the Amy Schumer thing, you go into the Rebel Wilson thing. We just cover it all, why we hate them so much.
Yeah. We'll definitely do that.
We'll do a hate pod.
we'll make an appearance on Ben and Heggy's podcast.
Future podcast.
Have you heard of this?
I've not heard.
Although I'd leave Ben out of that. I feel like it's just Heggy who's got the...
It's just Heggy.
What's this idea?
Are we allowed to share this? I don't think it's a state secret, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that is worth it.
You don't have to say it. It's fine. It can be off pod.
We'll just say that Heggy's got an idea for a podcast.
Okay.
Whether we want to be associated with this podcast is out for debate.
Well, I'll definitely listen to it. I'll give it. I'll tell you that much.
I'm intrigued now.
Right, I'll mention it.
We can beep it out.
It can always be cut if
it turns out to... Give him an edit point. Cut from 3, 2, 1.
I mean, got to be off topic there. Don't know if you want to literally cut from like the beginning of that to about 4 seconds ago.
That'll be alright.
Fine.
So I was just talking about the film, wasn't I?
Bridesmaids.
I'm pretty much done with Bridesmaids now. I'll give it a rating though. I would have rated it higher, but I'm going for 3 because of the first half and Rebel Wilson.
Okay.
No, I've not got much else to talk about. I did want to bring up, like, have you seen the free games on PlayStation this month? I know you're an Xbox user, Sam.
I am an Xbox.
Yeah.
But on this month, Just Cause 3 is free on the Xbox, on the PlayStation. Ooh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fully intending on downloading and playing that because I remember playing. Well, I watched my brother play it and had a quick go of the first one years and years ago on like the original Xbox or Xbox 360.
360.
Best console ever. Yeah.
No, I'm right. I know, like I'm sounding a bit of a PlayStation fanboy, but I genuinely think that was better than the PS3. So
fair enough.
So like,
I'm not having it 360 all the way on that one.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, better than the PS3. I said better on the PS3.
No.
Sorry.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking the 360
right.
is the better of the two for that generation.
Cool. Yeah.
And
you agree the Xbox One is better than the PS4?
I don't agree with that. But with that generation, PS3 was the worst of the two.
I'm shocked it took us so long to get onto the console wars kind of
I know,
topic.
We've
never really
episodes.
Yeah, never
We've
really
actually done this, have we?
Yeah.
But, do we want to go into this?
Can we mention it like that? Me and him are like Xbox One fans.
I think if we had Joe and maybe
Jono,
you'd be outvoted, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because we would all be PlayStation fans.
This is why we're ganging up on you.
Yeah,
now.
this
we
is
got
why.
2-1.
This is your opportunity.
2v1 now.
Yeah. I'm probably down for downloading Just Cause 3 anyway. This month. There's another one as well, which is like an Assassin's Creed. Like it's a standalone mission or something.
Yeah, I think it's Freedom Cry. It's called like a standalone mission thing. Yeah.
Was that like previously downloadable content or something where they're making that available?
I think it was. It might have been even like part 3 it came with or something like that, maybe. Okay. And now it's just like its own thing.
You can just play it on its own. Like, I believe it came just after Black Flag. This mission.
Maybe it was Black Flag. Yeah.
So you don't need the game to play it, or
no? It's a standalone thing. Okay. Yeah,
that's quite good.
Pretty good.
That, yeah.
So I'll probably give that a go because if it's only one mission, I might as well give it a go.
Yeah. While we're on the topic, can I just jump on to like the Xbox 3 game this month, Trials Fusion? I don't know if you've got onto it yet.
Oh, really?
I really used to like Trials.
Yeah.
And then when the Fusion one, I think I bought it when it was like in a sale or something. It was like £7.
Oh, have you already got it? Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I might have just been playing the demo or something, but I didn't play much of it all. I just really didn't like the Fusion.
I've got to admit, it turned me off. Like, and like all the tricks and stuff.
I know what you mean with the tricks, but I'm a massive fan of the Trials series. On the Xbox 360, I bought both Evolution and the HD
and Trials HD
and Fusion. I bought all three of them on the Xbox.
Yeah,
but then on the 360, that is. When I moved over to the PS4, I bought Fusion like instantly because I needed me Trials injection. You know what I mean? I absolutely love that. I played it all the time, to be honest.
I had it on PS4, but I never had it on Xbox. But now it's free. I'm happy to get a free copy on Xbox One as well. Yeah.
I agree with what you mean about the skills and all that. You know, all the tricks and stuff. They didn't need to add that.
I feel like a lot of games do it. Like they're onto a good thing and they overcomplicate it. And it's like you've got away from what was making this an addictive, simple play game kind of thing. Part of it. Yeah, and just easy to pick up and play. What
was one of the best things for me from like the first game even was like it's like the I don't know what they call them. It might be skill levels, but basically like there was one level where you had to try and get up as high as you possibly could, and it would just get steeper and steeper.
Yeah,
I loved that kind of thing. They're my favourite kind of levels.
There was one where there was a big ball as well, where you had to get on top of the ball and sort of like push it along, but like because that's actual skill on the controller rather than sort of like the person on the screen doing skill, sort of like doing a Superman off the back of the bike, something like that, where you just press a couple of buttons, whatever. That's actually you doing the skill on the controller. I used to like that.
It's more to do with your like twitch reflex and stuff like that kind of thing to do it. Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun though. Like even Fusion, it's still a lot of fun. Like I still enjoy jumping on it from time to time. I love going on and seeing that I'm ahead of you on the leaderboard.
I gave up, mate. I
think once I went on and you'd actually took over me, so I was like, yeah, I'm having that. So I took you back over.
Well, to be honest, now that it's free on Xbox One, you should see my high scores on the Xbox One. They're way above yours on that.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, if you compare both, like that.
It's because the controller's much better, isn't it?
Easy to use for those twitchy little jumps and stuff, you know.
Well, it just takes more skill using the PS4 one. So, yeah. Drop the mic. Fantastic. Anyway, anyone else got anything more to mention?
I've got one movie, if that's okay. I'm going to be really quick about this, but I watched a few things this week, but the only one I really want to talk about is the Friday the 13th remake from 2009. I don't know if you guys have seen it at all.
This film, I watched this before I ever watched the originals. I watched it and I was like, I'll see what all like the. I watched them the original 10, is it?
Yeah.
I think I watched them all pretty much back to back. The originals are definitely better, I think. But
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love the original films. I mean, there's some garbage in there, but just being a kid in the 80s, growing up watching them, I just love it. A lot of it is nostalgia, but a lot of it is you just watch it for the boobs, like stuff like that. Jason Voorhees with a hockey mask.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Basically, like I said, I loved all the old films. They remade this one in 2009, and they got the guy who did the Texas Chainsaw remake in the early 2000s to do this one. And he's basically remade the Texas Chainsaw Massacre again instead of Friday the 13th. It's a weird film. A lot of weird stuff in it. Like, one thing, are you guys familiar with Jason Voorhees, like, in the films? He's one of those, like, horror icons where you'll be running away from him, and the next thing you know, he's ahead of you, stuff like that. You're like, oh my God. And that's just part of the appeal of Jason, like, there's no logic behind it. It's just, like, that's what he does. Yeah. And in this film, they go out of their way to, like, make it logical. At Camp Crystal Lake, they put, like, underground tunnels everywhere so that, like, you can be running in one way, he'll go through the tunnels and get ahead of you, and, like, it's like, you don't need to explain that, No, maybe people were thinking that, but you don't need to explain it. Like, it's just it's a trope of horror films, you know what I mean? So there's stuff like that in it. And again, they explain in this new remake why, I say new remake, it's from like 2009, 8 years ago, and they explain why, like, kids were always attracted to go to Crystal Lake to go camping, and it's because there's a load of, like, marijuana plants growing nearby. So, like, they almost imply in the film that, like, Jason Voorhees is a pot farmer kind of thing. He's just killing kids to stay away from his pot farm or something. It's really weird. I'm sure they thought in their heads, like, there's a logical reason now for why the kids would go there. And it's like, no, you've just made Jason look like an angry farmer kind of thing.
I mean, kids just go camp by lakes anyway.
Yeah,
like,
you don't need
reason,
to give them a reason. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and again, the whole Chainsaw Massacre thing, it feels more like that series than Friday the 13th. And I was disappointed at the time with it, and watching it now, I've cooled off a bit over the years, but it's still like a 2 out of 5 for me. It's nowhere, just doesn't have the appeal of the old films whatsoever. They missed what people liked about the old films. So yeah, 2 out of 5.
Out of interest, have you got a rating for the original?
Do you want me to go through all 9? The original one, 4, part 2, 3, part 3, 2.5, part 4, 4, part 5, part 5, 2, part 6, 4.5, part 7, 2.5, part 8, 2, part 9, 2.5. Oh, and Jason X, 3.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What about Freddy versus Jason?
Oh, 4.5. Well, 4.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I didn't plan on doing that.
That's impressive.
Maybe you can slow that down for people.
I think I'm gonna have to. I don't think I got confused what was going on when you did.
A lot of numbers there.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yep.
Anyone else got anything more they want to go into, or
I'm done.
do you want to get into the main film of the week? Or?
Can do.
Yep.
Okay. Well, should we just take a break there then?
Sounds good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Back in a moment. Right, boys. Right, boys.
Right, boys.
Right, boys.
We're all missing Joe dearly, aren't we? Well, we're back from our break. Did you enjoy your break, guys?
Certainly did.
Good break.
Good break.
Feel quite refreshed.
Or refreshed after the break. I'm basically just going to get straight back into the review of the week, the film of the week, which this week is Central Intelligence.
Yep.
I've got a bit of a synopsis here for it.
Okay.
After he reconnects with an awkward pal from high school through Facebook, a mild-mannered accountant is lured into the world of international espionage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's your opinion on this film, John?
Well, a good place to start is The Rock, isn't it? How do we all feel about The Rock?
This is... Oh, I love The Rock.
Yeah, not that we've mentioned him before or anything, but we've covered him quite a bit. I mean, I'm a big fan of him. I think he's got loads of charisma. Comedy, I've never been totally sure about with him, whether it's funny or not. But
I think he pulled it off in this film.
yeah,
I get the feeling that Sam might disapprove of that opinion, but
I'm like, as you mentioned, sort of like you two, and especially Nick, is like big fans of The Rock.
Yeah.
I've never been that bothered. There isn't that appeal there for me. I'm not drawn by it. I don't know what it is like.
Do you not think he's like just naturally charismatic or anything, or?
I think he is, but I just
Doesn't.
It's not my bag, I guess. My small points for the film was The Rock was worse than I thought he was going to be. So
really?
I thought
Worse?
I thought he was going into this as being sort of like the main actor and sort of like the lead role kind of guy.
Okay.
So which he is, but I thought like he would be better than he was. I don't know why.
Right. Okay. I mean, can I just bounce off that? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's quite telling in this film. I like The Rock in this. I think he does a good job, but I don't think he's the funniest guy on his. I wouldn't watch The Rock doing. Well, actually, I probably would watch The Rock doing stand up, to be honest. But I wouldn't expect him to be that funny. He sort of put Kevin Hart for him to bounce off, and I think it's telling that for me the best scene in the film is Jason Bateman, and he's a talented comedy actor, and it's because he needs people to bounce off. You know what I mean? He needs that talent opposite to work with, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think like The Rock. It's all very scripted for him, whereas I felt like Kevin Hart sort of like, as you'd expect from a stand-up comedian, that he was able to improvise, and I'm sure there are scenes in there where he does improv, whereas I don't feel like The Rock does that at any point through the film. It's like he just sticks to the script. Kevin Hart was better than I thought he was going to be, so the roles where like I thought I wasn't going to like Kevin Hart because I've seen parts of his stand-up and I'm like, I don't really like this guy.
Have you seen any of his other films, Kevin Hart?
No, because I look at Ride Along and I go, that isn't the film for me. I don't want to watch that film, kind of thing.
See, I love both Ride Along films.
You mentioned about Kevin Hart. You're not a fan of his stand-up?
Not really. From what I've seen, I was just a bit like, I'm not dying to watch this guy or anything like that.
I'm the same, but then I watch him in this film and he seems likeable. He seems funny, you know what I mean? And good acting, I suppose, but it reminds me of Martin Lawrence in that Martin Lawrence, I think when you watch a stand-up, it comes across like a douche to me, like a complete douchebag. But you watch him in Bad Boys, and he's likeable, he's charismatic, he's funny. But yeah, I like Kevin Hart in this.
I'd say if you enjoyed Kevin Hart in this film, I'd say probably give like Bad Boys a go. And
you can definitely
eccentric characters in all the films.
Again, going back to the straight man and goofy man kind of thing, Martin Lawrence and Kevin Hart are both I suppose Will Smith was always a straight man, but The Rock's meant to be playing that kind of part in this, but he's wearing like bum bags with unicorns on and stuff, which, a bit weird.
Well, that ties in to another point I was going to make with the amount of references that's in there.
Yeah.
So I didn't get all the references, and I found these just trivia pages and whatever else. But the bum bag bit is just the throwback to his meme.
It's that picture, isn't it?
It's that picture
when he was like a teenager or something.
Yeah.
And he had like jeans on, and black t-shirt tucked in his pants, and he's got a bum bag
chain on around
and a little gold chain. Yeah, so good.
When I was watching it, I didn't get that reference, but when I found out about the reference, I was like, oh yeah, of course, like. But when I was watching
little joke kind of thing,
it still obviously made sense in the film because he's just a quirky guy, I suppose. Yeah. But it's just like
bit of a doof kind of thing.
There are a load of references where they feel like the references are all over the place. So there's like Aaron Paul turns up and he does he throws like bitch on the end of
it's when he's on the bridge, isn't it, at the end, and he's talking to Kevin Hart. No, I said Martin Lawrence. Talking to Kevin Hart, and I think he says something like, "Oh, you need to come with me, bitch," and it's just like, "Oh, come on, you don't need to."
It seems like it's thrown in. Well, it is unnecessary, but I also feel it's necessary because it makes it funny for people.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I personally found it very unnecessary. I didn't think it needed.
I'd rather them do something else which is funny in that situation rather than rely on a reference where, he's doing his Breaking Bad bit there. Like, there's just a lot of references where I just feel like they're not.
I mean, there's one that really.
It's a cheap way out. Like,
there's one that really sticks in my craw, and it's the end of the film when they're referencing Pretty in Pink. When he's waiting outside with the big wagon behind him with the jumper on and stuff. And it's literally the last shot of Pretty in Pink kind of thing. And I think, I get what you're going for, but why are you referencing like a film from 19? I know it's mentioned in the film, like, but if you've not seen Pretty in Pink, you won't find it funny. You know what I mean? Like, you need that reference point to understand the joke, kind of thing. And I don't like comedy like that.
I didn't get that reference because I'm not seeing Pretty in Pink. I was like,
yeah.
There was one reference which I actually feel like Kevin Hart might have improvised on the spot for this. It's when they're escaping from the CIA base, and he's like, oh, all these people with fake names, they're not real, and mentions I can't remember the other two, and he's like, and The Rock, they're all fake names. It's
in the outtakes, I think.
Oh, is it in the outtakes, that one?
Definitely the version I watched, it was in the outtakes.
Sorry, it must have been in the outtakes.
What I was going to say about that, I found that the funniest bit of the movie, and it's in the outtakes.
Yeah. I found that like the funniest bit.
Yeah, I did like that bit because The Rock tries to keep a straight face, and he just cracks up afterwards. I like that.
That's it. That's what I mean. But like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of much of the references in it myself, to be honest. But
like, even his name is Bob Stone, and he's called The Rock. Like, you kind of feel like there's those kind of things. A bit of a link there. Mentions to other films where Kevin Hart has been in. The film that's mentioned, where Ice Cube is in it, and like they all work together. They've worked together, and sort of like Vin Diesel's worked with The Rock on like a load of the Fast and Furious.
He mentions Vin Diesel in it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I can't remember what he says, but he says like, "I'm not gonna do that like Vin Diesel was."
He mentions Pitch Black, the film, which Vin Diesel plays the lead in. They've all worked together. It's like it's a tenuous link, but it's like
it's just like one after the other, isn't it?
Constant callbacks.
But it also feels like inside jokes as well. Sort of like, where I didn't get all these references all the way through. Yeah. I've looked them up, and sort of there's a reel of them. There's, like, most of the trivia is, oh, did you get this reference? Like, I didn't get them going through the film, and I felt like it's inside jokes, which I almost feel like I think this is where my review goes sour on the film. It feels like the whole film is almost like an in-joke where they came up with this stupid idea of, because it's not sort of, I don't find it like an appealing storyline. It's just a funny storyline where I feel like The Rock and Kevin Hart have got together and gone, this will be a great story, and they've gone, it'll also be great fun to film. I feel like, you know, when they go around and do sort of like the promo work for the film,
they have a laugh.
The interviews go, oh, it must have been such fun on set, and they just go, yeah, it's awesome, like working together. It's like, I feel like that must have been most of the promo.
Main appeal of it.
It comes across in the film as well, doesn't it? Though I like when I'm watching them, like they've proper enjoyed all of this. Like,
I'm sure they did. I'm sure sort of like the film probably made a load of money with The Rock and Kevin Hart in it. It's like, but it feels just like it was just an easy film for them to just go, yeah, we'll do that.
And like, I remember the tagline for the film when the trailers were shown in cinema. The tagline was like, to save the world, you need a big Johnson and a little heart. And it feels like they come with that tagline first, and I thought, yeah, let's make the film. Get Kevin Hart on the phone.
That's nothing to do with the film. It's literally the actors that are playing the characters in it.
They come up with a pun based on the names. I thought, yeah, let's make it. Yeah, I've got a few things, if that's okay. Aaron Paul, I mean, we've mentioned Bryan Cranston before, and Cranston and Aaron Paul, I loved them both in Breaking Bad. I thought that they did phenomenal acting work in that show. But more and more now, the more I see them in other stuff, I'm starting to think, did I think they were actually good actors, or did I just like them in Breaking Bad? You know what I mean? Because the more I see them in other work, I'm not sure whether they're as good as as good as I think they are, kind of thing.
When it comes to Bryan Cranston, I've seen him in other, like, I think I mentioned a few weeks ago, film Wakefield. I thought he was absolutely amazing in that film. Like,
I've not seen that one, but a lot of other stuff I've seen him in, like Godzilla and stuff. He's just doing the Heisenberg stuff where he's on the verge of being really angry, but then really emotional, but he's angry as well. You know what I mean? Like, he's like flitting back and forth.
That's what he does in Sneaky Pete, and that's what I don't like, what he does in Sneaky Pete.
It feels like he's great in Breaking Bad, absolutely amazing, but it does feel like that's his one go-to thing at the moment. That, you know, like, he's flitting between being really sad and emotional, but he's angry at the same time. Like, do you know what I mean? And, and same with Aaron Paul. He's just Jesse, basically, in this film. Like,
I know he did a film, was it Need for Speed? And I've never seen it myself. Was he any good in that?
He wasn't dreadful in it, but the film wasn't amazing. I actually don't mind it, to be honest.
When I watched it, that was my fear, that it was kind of like, well, this is Aaron Paul's sort of first big thing since Breaking Bad, and I was like, is he gonna come across as Jesse? And it's kind of like, he was better in that than I thought he was going to be. And sort of like it turned into sort of like, I actually quite like that film.
I like it as well. Have you seen Vanishing Points, like an old film from the 70s?
No.
It's basically like a loose remake of Vanishing Point,
Right,
even
okay.
though the look of the car's copied completely and stuff. Just a cross-country drive almost, that film, this kind of thing. And yeah, I quite like it. Yeah. Yeah, so what was I on about? Aaron Paul. Yeah, so I just think Aaron Paul, and this is just going back to type, you know what I mean, in some ways. Got a few scenes, if that's okay. I do think The Rock performs some of the comedy quite well. You know, the bits when, like, they're planning to escape the FBI guys, whatever it is. It's like, I've got a plan to get us out of here, but it's quite dangerous. Cool. And it's like, no. It's like, cool. You know, just the way he performs it kind of thing, I quite like. And a bit earlier on, he's saying to Kevin Hart, like, you know, we've got this big plan. You're either in or you're out. He's like, well, I'm out. It's too late. You're already in. Just little bits like that I thought were quite good.
No, I like that. I loved all of it, to be honest. I was laughing loads during this film. I loved it, but
yeah, another little performance is the guy from Silicon Valley. I should have really got his name before this.
Oh God, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I know you're on about he's like an Indian actor, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's working in the airport at the end when, like, they're trying to distract him. Do you remember this?
You've seen Silicon Valley, haven't you?
No, I've not seen
it.
I thought it was you recommended it to me.
There's a bit at the end in the airport where I think, is it Kevin Hart trying to distract him?
Yeah, Kevin Hart's trying to distract him, and basically finds this like little. It's one of those cases that they carry like
a cooler box thing in
it.
They
carry body part, like, you know, organs in it to the hospital, and it's one of those cases. And he like carries it in, and he just like puts it on the side, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like, we need a plane. We've got a heart here, you know, to go to whatever hospital. And the guy,
I don't think he says it's heart. I think
is it not?
It's like, this is the man's penis.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. And the guy from Silicon Valley knows what's in the box already, and he opens it as a snake, but he does this like fake kind of like, no, it's just my pet snake.
Didn't say it's like Bob or something. It's not Bob.
It's a Snake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, that was it. Snake Gyllenhaal.
That was quite good.
This is my buddy Snake Gyllenhaal. He protects my lunch. Yeah, I love that.
That was good. I've got one highlight of the film that I just want to cover before we finish, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Which is Jason Bateman. We alluded to it earlier in the show. I love Jason Bateman. He plays like a bastard, just like no one else does, kind of thing. And I just love the whole scene when The Rock comes into it's The Rock and Kevin Hart, isn't it? They're both there, come into his office. And he's like, you know, oh, buddy, I've been thinking about you for like the last 20 years or whatever. You know, I'm glad I've got this chance to apologise. And then he does the whole thing of The Rock's like nearly in tears, like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. And Jason Bateman just goes, and the Oscar for Best Actor goes to Jason Bateman. Just that switch is amazing. And it's like, what, you thought I'd found God or something? I'm a Scientologist.
I did like that bit, like, because I'm the same again, like, Jason Bateman, I find really funny and stuff like that. That scene,
yeah,
I did really like that.
And just give Joe a shout out. There's one bit at the very end of the scene, I think Kevin Hart's like smearing the glass or something on the way out. And Jason Bateman's like, Sheila, get the Windex. Joe quite like that bit.
No, I did like it.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much done, to be honest.
Anything more you've got to say, Sam? Or
doing ratings?
should we go to
I'm
ratings
fine with that,
then?
yeah.
Doing ratings.
Do you want to go first, John?
Yeah, I'll go first. I find it quite funny. I mean, comedy's a funny one for me because...
You dropped that joke again.
Yeah, comedy's a funny one because, like, it's so kind of specific to the person that I'm just going to go 3.5. I'll laugh at quite a bit of it, but I definitely get him at his point about the references, you know what I mean? If you don't have that knowledge going into it, you're not going to find a lot of it funny kind of thing. So, yeah, 3.5 out of 5.
And you, Sam?
I'm going to go lower than that. I found it funny, but not funny enough. I don't know. They're not...
I feel like you need like a Mark Kermode laughter scale or something. Like
you
need to work out one for yourself.
I do like his
yeah.
laughter scale, but I did laugh through it.
Yeah.
Like, if we're doing the Mark Kermode thing, I laugh through it, and there was sort of like laugh out moments.
Yeah.
But there's scenes where I was like, they're trying to be funny there, and it's not coming off.
Not working. Just one thing for me straight away was the backflip thing. When he backflips when he's older and he lands on his belly. Again, I thought that they expect that to be a big laugh, and I just didn't laugh at all at that.
Yeah,
bit, like.
they built that up to way too much.
Yeah.
Rating wise, I'm torn now. I had 2 stars like down beforehand.
Wow.
Talking about it, I kind of remembering the funny parts and stuff like that. I might just stick with the 2 because that's what I came up with beforehand.
That's low.
I think it's going to be 2. That is better than I thought it was going to be.
That's a good rating. You gave Dunkirk 3.5.
No, honestly, before the film, I was like, this isn't a film that I'd ever choose to watch. I've only watched it because of the podcast.
I think we knew going into this.
Yeah.
This was only a film we chose because I'd literally watched it in the past week, and because we knew we were doing like the
bit of a shorter show,
gallery night tonight. We just wanted something quick that we could kind of talk over. But
I think when you told me we were going to do it, you was a bit tentative about telling me because you were like, I think I already know your opinion on this film. But, it was better than I thought it was going to be, and that's 2 stars.
Fantastic. I'm going to give it a 4. I love The Rock. I love Kevin Hart. I did laugh quite a lot. Like I do agree with like a lot of the references. They are unnecessary, like a lot of the time. But like just The Rock being in it probably raises it 4 stars just for me. So yeah, 4 out of 5. I'll give it.
Okay.
We're done there, I think. We should give out the social media now.
On Twitter, we are at DSTE Podcast, DT Podcast. On Instagram, we're the same, but with the number 4 on the end of it. Search for us both on there. Facebook, you can search for us, Don't Spoil the Ending, on Facebook. Personal Twitter handle is at Rubik's Football.
And because the football started, that'll have quite a bit of stuff.
I'm going to start tweeting a little bit more.
Yeah,
see more on that now. Mine personal one is at DSTE Nick.
Yep, and I'm at Taylor1980.
Fantastic. I'm saying fantastic a lot because I've heard Joe saying it a lot, and I'm like, that's professional. It just sounds good, so I'm stealing that from Joe.
You've got 2 other shows if you want to shout those out. Are you forgetting about that?
Oh, should we talk about this before we finish there?
Yeah, we've got a Twin Peaks show and a Game of Thrones show.
We have.
They drop every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. There's only 2 episodes left of the Game of Thrones one.
Yep.
And 3 of the Twin Peaks now.
Yeah, so we're nearly there.
And the finale of Game of Thrones will be Joe's next appearance on any podcast.
Yeah.
Hope so. Question about Game of Thrones. I know we're wrapping up. Are you going to watch the leaked Game of Thrones episode?
I'm not. No,
because I know a few people that have.
I'm going to hold off.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Right, we'll leave it there then. Fantastic. It's been a good one, guys. Thanks for listening.
Yep, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
And we'll see you again next week.
Cheers, bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Luke swimming his fucking bee.